Like to first thank everyone for coming out. I see you in there, Sean. We appreciate you. Um, my name is Ethan Grove. I'm the product marketer here at Upper Hand. And in this webinar, we're going to be going over best practices for marketing. So, utilizing features in the software to help market your business to all customers and clients and everything like that. I also have Lauren Brandstatter with me here. She is our training specialist here at Upper Hand. Lauren, you want to say hi?
Hey guys, excited for another awesome webinar, this time to show you how to grow your business.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Lauren's gonna walk you through some features that, like she said, can help grow your business and help you market towards your customers. So for today's agenda, we're gonna go over branding and event link basics. So customizing your business branding, creating and utilizing marketing links. We're gonna go through some client communication. So creating app announcements within the app, and sending emails through the app as well. And then also utilizing contact groups for communicating with your customers. And we're also going to go over some marketing use cases. So basically, our software integrated with your website and how you can input our software in there. And then also utilizing some features like the contact map and some email campaigning. So Lauren is going to share her screen and we are going to go ahead and get started.
All righty. All right, guys. So excited to show you guys some marketing tips today. Some things you guys might have already known. Some things are going to be new and pretty exciting. So the first thing we're going to do is actually pretty simple. When you are in your account, if you ever need to update your logo or the web address that you guys have attached to your account, down in your settings and business info over here, this is where you can update your logo. All it is going to grab from your computer, from your documents that you guys have, and then down here to edit your web address if you ever need to put that in here. Now, there may be some information in this page that is incorrect. Don't worry about address if it has changed, date of birth. None of that stuff is ever client facing. It's really just stuff on the back end for our coders. The only main thing for you guys is really going to be this logo in here and that web address. Then hit save and it'll update across the entire platform for your specific account. Okay, so again, that was settings, business info, logo to update that, and web address. Now, when we go to the events tab, this is something I'm really excited to show you guys. Some people know this, this feature here. Some people do not, and I think it is one of the best things that we do at Upper Hand, especially to help you guys market your events. Now, when you guys are thinking, okay, I'm gonna go live with some events, or I kind of just wanna change up my websites and what people are seeing, we have a variety of custom links that you guys can put on your website, put them as buttons on your website, or just send out in marketing emails or Facebook, Instagram. So when a client gets a link via Facebook or Instagram or via email or a button on your website, when they click on that button or that link, you want it to direct them somewhere specific. So a variety that I'll show you today. Very first one is from the events tab here. Pretty straightforward. This URL that's in your browser here, when you send that out to customers or put this as a button on your website, immediately when your customers click on it, it is going to show them all active events that you guys have available. So I already have the client facing side pulled up. This is what it would look like. When they click on that, it's going to take them straight here to see all of those events you have active. Not going to show them private ones, not going to show them any draft, canceled, or deleted. If you guys want to direct them to somewhere specific, go over to this filter icon here. We're going to go down to event type and turn off every single event type. And I'm just going to turn on, let's do personal training in here. Okay, maybe let's do Beyonce classes. Who doesn't like Beyonce? Let's try a different one. Let's try special events. Nope, we don't have any live yet. There we go. That's a good one. So training here. We have lots of event types in this demo account. When you turn on training, notice that this event type or this URL has now changed. It is specific only to your training event type. You can direct people straight to all active, non-private events that are under that specific event type. So if you have a button on your website that is about us, one about trainings, one about clinics, and another one about teams, when you click on that training icon or training tab on your website, you want that tab or that page to be specific about that information. So this URL allows those customers to be directed only to that certain event type. So if I bring up the client facing site again, if I went to all and then do training, it would essentially look just like this. It would just take them to these active training events in here. So that's what it would look like. Now, you can do multiple. If you want to do 2 on, you can. I would try to keep it to a minimum to where it's really just 1. But the kind of most specific one is when you click into this event itself, edit the event, and go to this marketing tab. This link right here, when you hit copy to clipboard, when you put that as a button on your website or send this out to people, it's going to direct them straight to this event and this event only. So if I sent this out to clients, it would take them directly here. So they'd see all that awesome marketing information. We'll get to that part in a second, but they'll see all this awesome marketing information directly to this landing page instead of your browse events or the event specific here. So those are kind of the 3 biggest ones. Is from the very biggest, events at the very top will direct you to all active, non-private. Filter to do event-specific ones, turn them all off, just turn on that 1 or 2. And then editing this actual event marketing tab, copy to clipboard that link in there. When you send that out, it'll direct people straight to the landing page for that event only. Now, outside of events, obviously we do way more than just events, like memberships. Same thing here. If you take the link from your memberships page, it'll direct them straight to your memberships tab. And then we have credit passes. So all kind of the same, whether it's memberships, whether it's credit passes. When you grab this link and you send it out to people, it'll take them straight to that landing page. Now you cannot customize this, AKA change any of this, or else it will not work the way that you're thinking it's going to. It will lead them somewhere completely different. You want this to be exactly how it is, but you can put it underneath a button on your website. That way it just says click here and it takes them directly where you want them to go. Now, the very last one is kind of unique here. If we go to settings again and go to business info, client sign up URL, copy to clipboard. This is really if you're a new business. So Sean, you'll love this one. Or if this is, you have a bunch of new clients that are coming in for a big event and you need them to create an account and sign that waiver for you. When you copy to clipboard this specific link, hand that out to customers, what it's gonna do is direct them straight to create an account first before they ever see your events, your memberships, or your credit passes, if you have any of those. It's gonna force them to create an account first, then they get access after they've signed that waiver to see the rest of your events. The way that I showed you before is where they actually get to see all the events first, kind of poke around. Then once they sign up for something, they are forced to create an account and accept that waiver. It's just a different way to have your clients into the system. Okay, so again, settings, business info, copy to clipboard. Don't actually copy this, hit copy to clipboard. When you send that out, it's gonna take them to create an account first. Then they can see all your awesome events, memberships, and credit passes you guys have. Okay, so those are links. Ethan's gonna kind of talk about the integration and what that looks like from the website side. So I'll let him kind of step in and talk to you guys about that.
Awesome. Thanks, Lauren. And so we're gonna, like she said, you can take any of those links and put them into your website, obviously, if you know how. A lot of websites that we do this on are Squarespace and WordPress and everything along those lines. But as you can see here, she has one of the websites pulled up, and this is a Modern Goalkeeper Training Systems. And this is just an example of how they integrate those links into their site. So they have a lot of information on their events and like their goalkeeper training topics, and then down to private one-on-one lessons. You can see there's this book private lessons. So what they've done is taken that individual link of private lessons and put that into the button on their website. And so you can do that, say, with the event, you could set it up to a filtered event list that you could put in there, or it's just, you really got to get creative with how you are displaying that on your website. And it's really, we're trying to give you all the tools to be able to customize it how you need to display it. And so like another example is with the account creation, they could have a banner that says, create an account now on their website, and that button will lead the customer into creating an account with Upper Hand. So then they can see all the events and have the account created before they even see the events. And now what we have pulled up here is our marketing team has been working pretty hard on customer stories and how we are really helping our customers and how they utilize the software. Just so if you need ideas of, though this is how they're using it, maybe we could go along those same lines, or we're a soccer facility, we could do something similar to this. But like I said, there's plenty of information to read on here, and then quotes from the owner of, like for this one, John Plojic, the founder of Modern Goalkeeper Training Systems. He has some quotes from him and just how we're really helping and how they're utilizing the software. And also a shout out to John Plojic and our website team. We are redoing that website. We have a marketing service or a website service of, recreating websites to make them a little bit more appealing, a little bit more modern, just in case if you need a revamp. So if you do need a revamp, just feel free to reach out to anyone on the Upper Hand team. We can direct you in the right direction. And I think that's all. So Lauren, over to you.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ethan. All right, guys. So back in the events tab here, we kind of talked about how to market kind of externally, whether it's your website and send things out to people, but there's also a variety of ways inside the system itself that you can communicate with your clients or future clients to really bring them into certain events. Very first thing is I'm going to go down to this hidden clinic. And when you come into any one of your events, it takes you to the event admin landing page to just manage anything within this specific event so that you don't have to worry about all the other events and what's going on, just specific to this one. Now, we just kind of went through this a little bit, but when you come into these three dotted lines and edit the event, that marketing tab that we were just on, this is such a fabulous way to market to your clients. So if we go back to this Modern Goalkeeper here, all of these details in this image at the very bottom is all straight within this here. He's just put it in here. He's made it look great. And then he's added an event image. Now, some people may have tried to put an event image and they may get a frozen screen at some point. That's most likely because your image is too large. What I can tell you guys is try to keep it at 70 kilobytes, 380 by 380 or less, and then you guys have way better success to get that image in there. A lot of times the event just gets overcrowded with how big that file size can be. So try to keep it down to a minimum, again, 380 by 380, 70 kilobytes, and you guys will be golden. But this is such a great way to put information in there, make sure that it looks great, because that is the landing page that your clients will come to. We've even seen a lot of people lately put, coaches' bios in here for one-on-ones, just to give them more information about who it is that they're going to be working with so that they can kind of pick through who they want to work with. So again, that's in the marketing tab here. When we go back to the event admin landing page and click on this, now there's a couple of things I want to show you within the event itself. Very first thing is to market to people that are not in this event yet. So three dotted lines, send marketing email is to grab people to get them to sign up for this event here. So what's going to happen is it's going to pull up date and time and contact groups. We will say for this hidden clinic, it's not quite live yet. We'll just pretend. And we'll say, okay, it's going to start on July 28th, but we want to start registrations. We'll stay on the 13th. Haven't made it active yet, haven't posted yet, but I want this to automatically go out on July 13th. We'll say at 2 p.m. to every single person in the system, because I don't care who signs up, it's open to everybody. When you hit submit, this email will be scheduled to go out July 13th at 2 p.m. to every person in the system. What happens is it takes all that awesome information from that marketing tab, that image, those details, puts it in a templated email that we create and sends them a button that says you've been invited. When they click on that button that says you've been invited, it takes them straight to that landing page, just like this one, to register for this event. So it directs them straight to the place you're wanting them to. Okay, and I'll go back real fast. If you guys just want to send it to a one-off person, you can as well. So Lauren comes in for one-on-one and you mention the hitting clinic, you could just add one person to this. And instead of it going to every person, you can set it to just one. And we'll talk about this in a second as well, is you can also create your own contact groups. So if you want to send this out to your staff a couple of days before to get more information for them so that they know everything, you can also send it to those contact groups that you've created as well. Okay, so that's marketing to people that have not registered yet. Additional is to actually communicate with people in this event itself. Now, this message icon, and we see all these people on this roster, this message icon is only going to go to the people on the roster via email. So maybe the night before you want to schedule, and again, you can schedule this, schedule a message out to those people to say, hey, don't forget to bring blank before you come to this clinic. Or maybe this is the spring group and you want to do a hitting clinic for the fall. You can come into this old spring clinic and say, hey guys, we have a new fall clinic going live on Monday. You can market to this group straight from here. So again, it's just going to send out to this roster, send them that link for that event specific one in the fall. And then when they click on that, it's going to take them straight to that fall one to register as well. Okay. And then the very last thing is this download registration. So if I go back in to edit this event, just remember we have registration questions in here. These can be anything from under medical and safety. You want to know, are there food allergies? Do you want to know their playing experience? It's just for this event only. But when we go back to that event itself, those registration downloads are just those fields. So it's going to show client first name, last name, date of birth, but then very last fields will be, okay, food allergies if listed, playing experience, any of that stuff you put in that seventh tab will download to a CSV or an Excel file if that's what you guys have on your computer, open up and you guys can see all those fields in there. Okay, so those are kind of the main things from this. When we go to contacts and groups, if I hit this drop down, I can see all contacts. Now, this is probably one of the most important, as simple as it is, this is probably one of the most important features in the system. There are gonna be numerous times in the software you guys have to message or email the entire platform, staff and clients combined. When you come into all contacts, we automatically add every single person as soon as they're invited or create an account into this contact group automatically. You never have to do this. But this message icon is the way that you communicate via email to every single person in the system. So, hey, reminder, we're going to be closed on 4th of July, or Happy Labor Day, or new camp going live. Use this coupon code for 20% off. Great way to message the entire platform. Now, if you need to create your own group, drop down, create new group, and you guys can put a title in here. And I'll go down to this one so you can see, but we have a staff one. You can message this group if you need to. It becomes a marketing group like you guys saw. Okay, and then you just one by one add all of these people to this group in here. Okay, so they'll automatically populate. You can choose who you want, but you can create your own groups in the system. It's however you think about it. There's no right or wrong way. Everybody creates groups differently. Since it's just a staff function, it's really however you guys want to organize all of these contacts you have in the system. All right, so kind of similar to this is your dashboard. When you come to the dashboard and go to this announcement section here, I just showed you how you can email the masses. This announcement is actually a banner to the masses. So when you input this information in here, hit save, when your clients log in to the client-facing side, and they have to have an account first to see this, but when they log into their account, they will see a banner across the top of their screen with this information in it. So again, it can be use this coupon code for 20% off, and you enter that coupon code. It can say new camp coming live, new registrations, hurry, it's gonna sell out fast. Whatever that looks like, just a really easy way to market to the masses. All right, very last function, I saved the best for last. I'm actually gonna jump over to one of our other clients because they have a fantastic view unlike our demo one. And I'm gonna go to reports and contacts. This is probably my favorite feature in the system for a variety of reasons. When you come in here, first thing you're gonna see is a map with a bunch of crazy looking dots in here, okay? When you zoom in, A couple of different things you're going to see. You're going to see this orange icon, blue icon, and then some heat maps with some numbers on it. Orange icon is any physical location you have put in the software. So if you put the address of your facility in there, maybe you added another one for where a camp outside is going to be. All of those locations you've entered will be orange dots all around your area. Okay. As you start to zoom in, anything in blue is going to be client addresses that they have inputted when they created an account. As we zoom in, you'll start to see all of these heat map colors of clients and those areas grouped together by the numbers. So as we start to get in here, you guys can really get granular with all of this. You can truly see where your customers are driving from. So a couple use cases for this. One that I love is take a big old screenshot, send it out to people and say, hey guys, this is where all of our customers are coming from. They're all over the country, they're all over the city. So you can use it externally for marketing. But for internal marketing purposes, and I actually had somebody say that they physically drove around the entire city, were looking at all these addresses, and then they realized this was in the system and they're like, this is so much easier. You don't have to get in your car. You can see on here where all your customers are. So for instance, all the way out here, we only have one customer. Maybe this location realizes, okay, maybe we need to start targeting this area or this area because it's starting to grow. Maybe we don't have anybody down here, so we need to go to those high schools, those club teams, and really poke at them to get them to come to our facility. Maybe because this area is so high, you open up a second facility. It really truly gives you a visual of how you guys are doing and just allow you to see everything in the system. So outside of a visual, down below that is actually going to be a list of every single person in the system here. Now, you can download these registrations, but it's going to show you first name, last name, email, phone number, last date they logged in, and the date that that person created an account. Now, best use case for this is re-engagement. So if somebody hasn't come to the platform in a while, it's been like 3 or 4 months, download this file, look at all those people that haven't come in a while, and maybe you grab that group of people, create a group, or just grab them in the system, say, hey guys, I noticed that last time you came, you did a cage rental and it's been 4 months. Well, we just got HitTrax. Is that something you'd want to try? Maybe we'll give you 20% off for coming back in since we haven't seen you in a while. Just a really good way for you guys to market to those people that maybe you haven't seen in a while. Okay, so that's everything in the system. It's company logo, the website, the links that you can grab for your website or for marketing purposes, how to communicate inside the platform, whether it's the event admin level, contact groups, or the announcement section on your dashboard. And then, of course, this report that just gives you a great visual and lots of data for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, and like she said, we're providing you with features that are giving you the basics of these features so you guys can really get creative with how you guys are using these features and utilizing each one within the software. And getting creative with your marketing to ultimately to help you grow your business, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help you guys out and really grow your business scale, because if you guys are growing, then we're growing as well. And that's our ultimate goal as well. So a few closing notes that we have. Just going to point out the resource center in the bottom right of the screen, the little green guy. Lauren, you go ahead and click on that. So from here, you'll see some categories, and we have some what's new, like what's new with the features, and it'll link to our blogs and some things you can read about. And we have our quick guide checklist. And so right now we only have a few guides in here, but say in the next couple of weeks, we will have a whole updated list of guides that'll be available for staff or admin and just along those lines. Just really some helpful walkthroughs, because after you get done with training with Lauren, usually you might forget how to do things here and there, but that's what these guys will be here for, to help guide you through the software and just make sure you know how to use everything correctly. We have our support section that you can reach out to support. You can check out our help desk and read more about. You can contact the team directly or submit an idea to our portal, which, Lauren, if you go ahead and click that portal, which has all our features, our ideas, our planned, what we're currently building, and then things that have launched as well. So you can go in here and submit an idea. Say you got this great idea that's going to help us out. Of course, we want you guys, it's a team effort here. So submit ideas there, and you go in there, and you can also vote on your favorite features that say are that we're building or that have planned or just they're in the idea state. But if you guys go in there and vote on which ones would help your business out better, that gives us feedback and just helps us decide what our customers truly want and what features we decide to build next. All right, so that's it. I don't believe we have any questions in the Q&A, but so we'll go ahead and wrap up here. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. Lauren, thank you for doing what you do. You're the best, you know that, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.